Are you a man over 60 who's constantly on the lookout for the nearest bathroom? Do you wake up feeling exhausted after another night of restless sleep because you've had to get up multiple times? You're not alone. The constant urge to urinate and the frustration of never feeling truly empty can seriously impact your daily life. But what if the most powerful solutions to protect your prostate and regain your freedom aren't found in a pill, but in 3 simple daily habits? This is a crucial conversation that many men avoid, but today, we're going to change that. We'll explore 3 scientifically backed practices that every man over 60 should know to safeguard his long-term health. And a new, unexpected finding from Harvard research on the 3rd habit may completely change how you think about men's health. First, it's helpful to understand what's happening inside your body. The prostate is a small gland about the size of a walnut that plays an important role in reproduction. Its location is everything. It's situated right below the bladder and wraps around the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of your body. As men age, it's incredibly common for the prostate to grow in a process called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BP. By age 60, it affects a majority of men. This growth puts pressure on the urethra, like a kink in a garden hose, leading to those familiar symptoms: a weak stream, difficulty starting urination, the feeling that your bladder is never quite empty, and those constant trips to the bathroom at night. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they're a significant decline in your quality of life. But it doesn't have to be this way. This brings us to the first and most fundamental habit: strategic hydration. You've probably been told your whole life to drink more water, and while that's generally good advice, the real secret for prostate health isn't just about how much you drink, but when you drink it. The key is to front-load your fluids, concentrating the majority of your water intake in the morning and early afternoon, and then significantly reducing your consumption after 6 o'clock p.m. Why is this so effective? If you don't drink enough water, your urine becomes highly concentrated with waste products, which can irritate your bladder and prostate. Drinking most of your fluids late in the day means this irritating fluid sits in your bladder overnight, constantly sending signals to your brain to wake up and go. By drinking plenty of water during the day, you keep your urine diluted and less irritating. By cutting back in the evening, you give your bladder and prostate a much-needed rest. This simple shift can drastically reduce nighttime urination and give you the deep, restorative sleep you deserve. It's not about drinking less overall, it's about drinking smarter. Our second habit is what I call medicine in motion. The best part? It's free, accessible to almost everyone, and only requires about 15 minutes of your time. I'm talking about a simple, gentle walk after your main meals, especially lunch and dinner. This isn't about strenuous exercise or training for a marathon. It's about using the simple act of walking to trigger 3 powerful, prostate-protecting mechanisms in your body. First, walking boosts circulation in your pelvic region, delivering a fresh supply of oxygen and nutrients to the prostate while flushing away inflammatory byproducts. Better circulation means a healthier, less irritated gland. Second, it helps stabilize your blood sugar. A short walk after a meal helps your muscles use up glucose, preventing sharp spikes in blood sugar and insulin. This is crucial because chronic high blood sugar is a known risk factor for worsening BP. Third, it acts as a natural anti-inflammatory. Consistent, gentle movement has been proven to lower systemic inflammation throughout your body. How we get to our third and final habit. This is a topic that is often surrounded by silence or embarrassment, especially for men of a certain generation. However, as a health professional, it's my duty to share the science, and the evidence here is too compelling to ignore. The third habit for protecting your prostate is maintaining a regular frequency of ejaculation. A landmark Harvard study that followed over 30,000 men for nearly 2 decades had a truly surprising conclusion. Men who reported ejaculating 21 or more times per month had a 33% lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to men who ejaculated far less frequently. The scientific reasoning behind this is fascinating. Think of regular ejaculation as a form of internal cleansing for the prostate. The prostate gland produces fluids that make up semen. When these fluids are not regularly expelled, they can become stagnant. Ejaculation helps flush out these old secretions, along with potential toxins, inflammatory substances, and even carcinogens that might otherwise accumulate in the gland over time. It's important to clarify that from a purely medical and health perspective, this benefit applies regardless of whether the sexual activity is with a partner. These three habits are incredibly powerful for your long-term health. However, recent breakthrough research, particularly from scientists at Fukushima University in Japan, suggests that for many men, the real root cause of their worst symptoms isn't just aging, but a specific type of hidden clog inside the prostate. This clog can disrupt circulation and block your flow, no matter how many other healthy habits you adopt. But the good news is that doctors have also uncovered a powerful spring water juice, a simple recipe using a unique mineral that specifically targets and dissolves this clog, helping men urinate more freely and sleep through the night. I've linked to a free video that explains this exact method. You can watch it right now by pointing your phone's camera at the QR code on your screen, or by clicking the link I've pinned at the very top of the comments below this video. While you explore that, it's vital we cover one last crucial point to ensure your complete safety and well-being. I must be absolutely clear on this. These habits are powerful tools for prevention and management, but they do not replace professional medical care. If you're a man over 60, annual consultations with your urologist, including PSA blood tests, and, when recommended, digital rectal exams, are non-negotiable. These are the gold standards for the early detection of serious conditions. The habits we've discussed today are designed to work alongside your doctor's guidance to empower you to take an active role in your own health and potentially reduce the severity of your symptoms, but they are never a substitute for professional medical oversight.